The dude is not smart at all. He's not a good businessman because true businessmen are not this damn emotional. True businessmen are not this damn indecisive. True businessmen stand on business. John Mayer flip-flop more than a girl. Look, our owner is an idiot. Okay, our owner is an idiot. He's emotional and he needs to be banned from talking to the press. Every time John Mayer opens his mouth, he says something stupid or he does something he can't come back from. Okay, my whole thing with John Mayer is this: you're the owner. You're the owner. You're the owner. Okay? Nothing, and I mean nothing, is nobody's fault more than yours. Because you're the owner. Period. You're the owner. Saquon Barkley's playing for the Eagles. I'm sorry. Does Joe Shane own the Giants? No. Odell Beckham got traded to Cleveland. I'm sorry. Did Dave Gettleman own the Giants? Daniel Jones got signed to that stupid ass contract. I'm sorry. Does Joe Shane cut the checks for the Giants? You see where I'm going with this? John Mayer. Jerry Jones doesn't let anything happen for the Cowboys without his permission. Robert Kraft don't let nothing happen to the Patriots without his permission. Ask Bill Belichick, who wanted to put in Jimmy G over Tom Brady. How did that go? So this whole notion that the GM, Gettleman, Jerry Reese, Joe Shane, the fact that we blame the GM for everything is annoying to me because Jerry Reese and McAdoo are not benching the best quarterback who ever played for the Giants without John Mayer's permission. Daniel Jones don't get that contract without John Mayer's permission. Saquon Barkley doesn't walk out that door without even a franchise tag, without John Mayer's permission. So either John Mayer is a bitch and can't run an organization, or he's okay with all the decisions that are getting made by his general managers. You can't be half pregnant. You can't be on both sides of the field. Either he's pussy or he's allowing this to happen. You pick which one it is. Either way, he's a horrible owner and should sell the team. If you break up with a girl, okay? If you break up with a girl and you take her back, you can't then tell that girl that you don't give good head, you can't cook, you don't clean, you're getting fat, and you talk too much. But I'm going to take you back anyway because I don't feel like finding a new girlfriend at the time. How you think that girl feel? How you gonna say, I can't believe he said this. I don't think the team is better today than it was 3 years ago. I'm running out of patience. This was a hard decision. But you brought him back? Brian Daboll should get rid of the play calling. Our defensive coordinator, I'm tired of teams running up and down the field on us. Our defensive coordinator needs to go. Daniel Jones was their decision. How you throw them under the bus for the Daniel Jones contract? John Mayer literally just said, I hate everything that they did, but I'm going to bring them back because I don't feel like getting another GM and coach. That's what he did. If I don't think a girl gives good head, if I don't think a girl is pretty, and if I don't think a girl talk to me the right way, I'm dumping her. If I'm the owner of the team And I think my team is worse now than when the GM got it. If I think my head coach, who was brought in here to be an offensive mind, can't call plays, if I think that my GM gave my quarterback a horrible contract, I'm going to fire him. What the hell was going through John Mara's mind when he spoke to the media earlier this week? If I own a business and I'm selling a product, why would I come to the media and say, well, the refrigerator might not turn on all the time, the freezer might not always get that cold, and sometimes it leaks at the bottom, but I don't feel like getting a new brand and buying new equipment, so we just gonna keep it as is. Come buy my refrigerator anyway. Are you going to buy that refrigerator? No. So John Mara owns a football team. John Mara, your team just got the 3rd pick in the draft, who was after expected to be going to the playoffs. The Giants had playoff expectations going into the season. Brian Burns got signed. Malik Neighbors got drafted. Daniel Jones came back. We expected to, at minimum, compete for a playoff spot. You can't tell your fan base who you want to buy season tickets. You want them to tailgate. You want them to buy jerseys. You want them to support your team. You can't come out and say my GM stinks, my head coach can't call plays, my roster is trash. What the fuck are we going to support you for? What are you doing? You're sabotaging your own product. It makes no sense. So basically, John Mara just gave them a 1-year contract to get it right, which basically means Joe Schoen is going to spin the cap. He's going to overtrade for quarterbacks and do all this stupid shit. Brian Daboll is going to be as aggressive as hell. He might be paranoid. He might overcoach the players. He might lose a locker room doing the opposite of what he's been doing. Because the only reason why the players like Brian Daboll is because he's not hard on them in the first place. He's a player's coach to the team. So by saying they basically got 1 year to get it right, you made the situation worse. Everything John Mara did on Monday is everything that's wrong with this organization. The dude is too emotional to be an owner. John Mara is too emotional to be an owner. This is a guy who literally didn't want to fire Joe Judge, but fired him because he didn't want to receive public criticism. This is a guy who okayed the Eli Manning benching, took a flight because he was too pussy to face the media, came back at to face the media anyway, and fired the people who he okayed the benching to do. This is the same guy who okayed the Odell Beckham trade and then came out and said, my grandkids ain't speaking to me because Odell's not a Giant anymore. This is the same exact guy that said, I'm going to lose sleep if Saquon Barkley is wearing an Eagles uniform next year, but didn't stop Joe Schoen from not making an offer. The more I think about it, the more Monday him saying that the GM has done a horrible job and I'm going to keep him anyway, it actually makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, it's crazy to me, B. Sometimes you could come out of the right dick and become a billionaire. Not every billionaire is smart. I'm so sick and tired of these rich folks getting credit for being smart when they just came out of the right man's dick. That's all John Mara happened to do, was come out the right man's dick, and now he owns a football team. Plain and simple. The dude is not smart at all. He's not a good businessman, because true businessmen are not this damn emotional. True businessmen are not this damn indecisive. True businessmen stand on business. John Mayer flip-flop more than a girl. Whatever, B. I ain't got nothing else to say. That's it, that's all. Hit the like button, hit the sub button, drop FUs in the comments if you rocking with me, and stay vicious. Dismiss.